First of all, we know that the physical is the lowest level. And every day you wake up and you in the damn physical, you should feel sad. And the more and more you go into your consciousness, the more and more you will understand that this ain't nothing. You see what I'm saying? Yes, you can have luxury and trinkets and different things to knock you in the head and make you feel comfortable, but you will always be searching for that. You understand what I'm saying? In some kind of way. But the key is this. You ask your question this, is God good? Well, the preacher will say, he woke you up this morning. Well, hell, if he woke me up this morning and all, he can't be my damn friend for the simple doggone fact. This is death and the other realm is life. I used to be a god, a ruler of the universe. Now I'm trapped in prison. So that's to ask the same damn question, is the warden good? You see what I'm saying? Because he gives you a painted jail cell. It don't make a damn bit of difference. It's still a painted jail cell. But what the Vodun gods is talking about are stuff that we bring on the apocalypse. See, that's the key. And that's the key on whether, the key on whether you know you're in the right thing or not. Now, I'm not trying to sit up here and be no type of person that's just telling you to follow me or some kind of thing like that. I'm not into that. Believe me, you don't need to follow me no damn way and shit. You'll be broke as a motherfucker around here dealing with me and shit. But my light got cut off 2 weeks ago. And Delilah can bear witness to that shit. Ain't no income coming in. My key is and all. So, yeah. But the key is what I'm trying to say is if right now at this particular time, if a person ain't talking about bringing on the apocalypse, they bullshit. Because the apocalypse is not for us. It is our key to get out of this shit. This is how serious it is. So right now people, with all this different Afrocentric paradigm, my brother was still talking about some Pan-Africanism when I got down there in Florida. I say, man, Pan-Africanism, I say the niggas who invented that shit don't even follow that shit no more. I say, man, not only are you 30 years behind, but you 5 years behind the last leftover crew. I say, look, man, this is the deal. I say, look. I say, first of all, that's selfish. I say, because look, man, this is the deal. We got too many people out here suffering that don't know what's going down. Just going to be the damn butt end of that shit. While you still be around here armchair revolutionary, feeling good with some books on the shelf, they're going to be catching the hell because you have learned how to keep yourself out of trouble and stay above. Yeah, but I say, but the key is, so we talk about bringing on the apocalypse. Everything else, we done tried it all. And all the other niggas is out here still running their mouth about black economic-based system and black capitalists and all this other bullshit, and it's just talk. The apocalypse is not only a concept, it is a reality. And the only reason why it hasn't been a reality is because most of us still don't want that to happen. Most of us still love what we see in the mirror, and that is the damn drug. This is worse than crack. You see. So we talk about bringing on the apocalypse. That is the key on what we're talking about here. You see, that is the key what we're talking about here. Even in the Europe, when they talk about Oladumare, but they really don't say nothing after the creation. He's a dead person. They talk about Oladumare, but you don't see him in the current text. That's because the motherfucker been dead millions of years ago. You don't try to have to be landlord. You praying to God, praying to God. You know, which is ludicrous. That's like an ant saying, I know that Bob is up there watching over me. And I'm looking down at an ant pile, I don't know these motherfuckers from Adam. There's a bunch of brown motherfuckers up in there. You think about this shit. But one of them brown motherfuckers said, I know he's real, the Father is wise, over me. I'm busy trying to worry about what's in my motherfucking refrigerator. And this motherfucking ant that thinks that I got his back. And I was thinking a bunch of brown little specks on the thing. And I'm getting ready to mash y'all ass up. And whenever they jump, it's on. It's on spiritually. So I want them to jump. And I ain't worried about the masses. Them stupid ass niggas out there. Who cares? Them niggas need to be gassed in the damn way. Okay. I'm talking about the average black person. They ain't shit, man. Running around here, don't give a damn about nothing. Can't talk to them, can't tell them nothing.
Well, that's a pretty frightening thing to say.
No, that ain't frightening. That's a reality.
It's frightening.
What I'm trying to tell you is this about, let me try to say this here. Now, I want you to get out of the emotion. I want you to try to understand something here. These people do not exist. Now,
I'm only sending them where we all got to go anyway. Ultimately, we all have to illuminate out of the physical bodies. In order to be free, you got to die. Bottom line. There is no way out of this but death. You tell me any ancient scripture, what I've been talking about the soul illuminating, I'm talking about death. So, in order to pull that off, the spirit world already knew that they had to sacrifice the rest of them old fucking bullshit ass niggas out there. Because I'm going to tell you, that's what the thing said when they say the Matrix say they are to be looked upon as the enemy. The enemy now is they got a group of people, and for order for them to be saved, they had to take a group of people to get to this particular level. They got to, so what's happening here is those particular people, when we talk about the masses of the Goyim, we all go in the same place. But the point is this whole concept of what I'm talking about when I say this thing, this whole concept of this liberation in the community and all that, that's all good as romanticism. But on the real universal scale, they finished. Because them niggas there will sell you out and they'll kill everybody in this room for that white man. And all he got to do is holler Jesus Christ or holler dollar bill. That's how sick this thing has gotten. So they had to preserve a group of people so that they can survive. We are wasting energy thinking that this thing is about the liberation physically about our people, because it's not going to go down that way. None of the scripts say that. The book of coming forth by day is leaving the physical body. So when I say that and stuff, it means in actuality, the revolutionary thing was to get us to this particular point so we can get the actual knowledge and the information. But it's romanticism to think that we're going to save physical black people when niggas is killing niggas wholesale.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Robbing niggas, cutting niggas' necks, and acting a damn fool, and don't want to hear nothing, but get up in a damn church and sing. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying? So my point here is the whole liberation fact as far as the people out there is an illusion. That's what they, and they say this in the Sanskrit text. They say that the ancient, the real spiritual person walks through all the crazy stuff. So in so many words, that's just ancient prophecy. They had to preserve a group of people. Now those particular people are going to be raised up also, but they had to have a group of people that was set aside as a group of priest people to do the work to make it possible for those particular people to illuminate, and that's what we're doing. But as far as those particular people out there as being we, this black race, there is no such thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a joke now. Ain't no such thing as no black community no more. There's a bunch of niggas living together. Them motherfuckers don't even, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole, the consciousness and the creativity is gone. So they preserve some people for these dead people out here and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So in that particular answer, I'm talking on another spiritual level. The spirit don't give a damn. You see, but we're all going to get to where we're going to get to. Because death is inevitable. We got to transform out of the one condition to go to the next condition and stuff like that. But the whole concept of black revolution and all of that kind of thing is a joke. It's a doggone joke.
No, you're not advocating people just die, you know.
No. What I'm trying to say is this here. Basic fundamental metaphysics, even when you come with your basic Bible, you can't find me no ancient text on the planet. See, this is what it is. Check it out. What humans have done, humans can do. Now, we know in the ancient world they left an ancient record for us to say, well, this is the record that you will use to get out of this thing once you wake back up. But the only thing we have found in the ancient records is spiritual material talking about spiritual illumination. That's what the Egyptian was about.
Okay.
So my point here is this. What I'm trying to tell you here is, despite what you think, the only way to illuminate to a higher level is to transcend the physical condition, which is the matrix, which is talking about death.
Yeah.
But this death is illumination on a higher level.
Father, let me engage you this way. You can die to a certain set of things, or a certain set of beliefs, and still live there.
I'm not talking about philosophy. I'm talking about that metaphysical aspect. What I'm trying to say, look, these texts, it's clear. This is just it's not a philosophical thing in the aspect of these texts. When they're talking about the Kundalini, we were once ancient gods that fell into a human condition. Now the Egyptians explained this thing as you had gods that went into a cocoon state. And the cocoon state, it was a caterpillar goes into a cocoon state. The cocoon state is our physical bodies that is supposed to be a cultivation and a transformation into a higher luminous being that becomes a butterfly. You see what I'm saying? That's the alchemical process. That's the process of the universe. So you have a child, you have a baby, you have a child, and then you have an adult. Well, they say humanity is just the childhood stage. It's getting ready to redo itself into an adult stage, which is not physical. So we're getting ready to transform and illuminate into a spiritual aspect, which is not a physical aspect. The physical is slavery, and that course is run. Because it's not 1 or 2 years of the white man. We've been down here for thousands of years. You see what I'm saying? Reincarnating over and over to 1,000 years to get to this particular point so we can go to a whole nother reality. But the thing here is that this stuff is not talking about you going to a certain consciousness and living your life out, riding Lexus and all this kind of thing here and having a... No, it's talking about off of the physical period, because this is the illusionary state. This is called Maya. It's a prism. So so this is what the concept is talking about. It's not talking about you feeling a certain way, illumination and stuff like this, and you living your life ever after happy and free and drinking Kool-Aid and all this kind of shit here. It's talking about total annihilation of the physical realm and going to a whole other spiritual, that's what the metaphysical stuff is talking about. You are connected because your own souls is a part of that whole energy. You see what I'm saying? The souls that are outside of the physical body and the souls inside, it's a one connection. So it all will come to another level and stuff, a one consciousness at one particular point now when this thing goes down and stuff like that. So that's what it's talking about. It's one particular consciousness. The mysteries is not about survival, it's about transformation. And transformation is not survival. So most of the people come in and they teach you survival. That's not my job. My job is not to teach you to live a better life. My job is to reveal the mysteries for the next realm. That's what I do, and that's what I put together